Hi, I'm Shenna with IdeateTV, and we're here with Lauren with the Kitty Devore Rescue Network. And who do we have here?
This is Vienna.
Can you tell me more about Vienna?
Vienna is about 3.5 years old. She came out of the Devore Animal Shelter. She was brought in by someone who had either found her on the street or a former owner who was surrendering her. We worked exclusively to rescue the animals out of that shelter. We pulled Vienna basically off of death row. She was scheduled to be euthanized, just like most of the cats that we have here. She's getting a little impatient, so I'm going to put her back in her little cage here. But pretty much anyone that you see that's here with us today has been either rescued out of the Devore shelter or was bound to go there. Because it is a very busy area with animals, but not very populated, the adoption rate is fairly low. So before we stepped in, it was a 92% euthanization rate for cats. Since we have been active with that shelter for the past 3 to 4 years, the euthanization rate's gone down to more like 64, I believe it was last I checked. And most of the ones that that wind up getting put down, unfortunately, are feral. Our mission is to get out every friendly cat possible and to get them rehabilitated and adopted into a loving home.
That sounds amazing. So I understand you're a vice president.
Yes.
Why did you get involved?
I was doing rescue before with another group, and I had been volunteering with them, and I had been introduced to the Devore shelter by a friend, and when I learned about the need that was there, I had just joined a group of concerned individuals who's trying to get animals out and trying to get them placed, and it slowly started to build up. So my friend Renee and I co-founded this group. We basically took a very large community of people who were working together and created a 501c3, and we've since been bringing in as many animals as possible and getting them into responsible foster homes and then getting them adopted into responsible families.
Wow, so do you think that's what helped contribute lowering or increasing the adoption rate?
Definitely awareness helps, and then also spay and neuter. That is one of the key things, and pretty much the biggest thing I can emphasize is to spay and neuter your pets. A lot of the animals wind up there because people don't spay and neuter in that area, or a high volume of people at least don't. So we're trying to bring awareness to the fact that there are a lot of available animals there that need to be adopted, but also that people need to fix their pets so that we don't have the big population boom that we're seeing and the euthanization rates will go down.
So what do you recommend also for new parents, what else they should do for their cats?
The biggest thing I can stress is getting their annual vaccines, making sure your cats are vetted. Also microchipping. If your animal does get out or get lost, that is the best way to make sure that the cat will get home to you. We have a lot of cats that we see that get lost from their owners, and sometimes people will find them at the shelter and other times they just never get found. So in a couple instances, we've had animals get out from adoptive homes and we get calls right away because they're microchipped and we are the backup for their chips, so we can get them reunited with their families.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting because I also microchipped, and I also put the shelter we adopted my cats from, also associated with their microchip information. And also I just wanted to know, what's like the funniest thing that you've seen a cat do at your shelter?
Oh geez, we've got some very interesting personalities. Every cat is unique. I have one little foster baby who will drop toys on my face while I'm asleep in the morning just because he wants me to throw them. We play fetch. So you'll be half asleep and you'll find a ball next to your head, so you wind up chucking it, and he'll grab it and bring it back and drop it on your face again. So that's a fun alarm clock. But we've got cats that drink from the faucet. We've got cats that'll play in the shower. I mean, you never know what you're going to wind up with when you get a new kitty.
It sounds like all fun stuff, even though they wake you up in the morning, but still a lot of fun.
Well, it's usually when my alarm clock's going off anyway, so he knows, oh, Mom's supposed to be awake, here, play with me. So you'll get an occasional tap on the face, like, hey, wake up.
That is a nicer way to wake up than
than the blaring alarm, definitely.
Well, thank you very much, Lauren. It was nice talking with you.
It was nice talking to you, too.
Thank you. And this is Shenna with IdeateTV.